When somebody says that you're not your mind, they're really saying you're not all of these compulsive things that you think you are. Right? We all come into the world with certain patterns, just innate, right? We got our instincts, we see the world a certain way because we're human beings. And then we've got our conditioning from our family, our culture, our life experience. And all of this basically adds up to create this big network of habits that feed back on themselves and give us our experience of life. And when we think that that's all there is, then we really don't know that it's not all there is. And we will just keep running down those loops. You know, some trigger comes here, it meets whatever conditioning we have, and boom, we're off. And we just get caught in these loops again and again and again. To realize that you're not your mind is to realize that you are not just that. You don't have to get caught up in that. But to get there, you have to, kind of clue yourself into the fact that, hey, there's actually something more to who I am. And so we get this through awareness of the mind itself. The ability to stand back from the contents of the mind and see them pass, and to see your own mind basically as if it were another person. So this kind of brings us now alchemically to the idea of transmuting lead into gold. And lead basically corresponds to all of those pressures, all of those compulsions, the kind of dense, chaotic, confused mess of what we are programmed into, versus gold, which represents the kind of pure radiance of our essence. Does your sense of self, your sense of who you are, come from the pressures of the outer world and even the pressures of the different parts of you kind of vying for supremacy within? Is it built out of that tension? Or does it come from a sense of the radiant center of your being? So we can do a very quick practice right now. This is something that you can do anytime, and I suggest you do, and you can spend longer on it too, but really all you need is a minute or two, and you just keep doing it. So right now, just close your eyes and become aware of the space around you, sounds in the environment, chair underneath you, floor under your feet, air on your skin. And become aware of the thoughts passing through your mind. Maybe you're planning something, remembering something, something you're excited about, have a problem with. So all of this stuff, all the thoughts and sensations, these are those pressures, right? The pressure and the gravity that kind of defines us. Now just feel that you're stepping back in your awareness so that you're still aware of any sounds and sensations and thoughts, but they feel a little bit more distant from you. And just notice that you can just do this instantly. Maybe you can't hold on to it for a long time. That doesn't matter. You can do it. And notice the shift that comes to your energy just by doing that. Just, oh, okay. There's someone in here watching all of this happen. And you can even say to yourself, be still, be silent. Give it to yourself as a command, and then you'll find you can feel a sense of stillness and silence. Even if the mind is still chaotic on the surface, that stillness is there. So you don't have to fight anything that's coming through your mind or through your senses. You just become aware of that stillness in the background. Now move your attention down to your heart center, and you can imagine and visualize a little point of golden light floating right there in the vast black space. And more important than actually seeing this light is that you feel it. So just feel that you're seeing it, even if you're not a great visualizer. And allow the light to expand. Let it fill your chest so that you have a beautiful, glowing, golden sun floating there in the center of your chest, radiating out through your body, out through the pores of your skin into the room around you. And notice what this does. Notice how you feel just by doing this. It might be subtle, but just going through these stages can have an effect on your awareness and on your energy. So now come back. So you see, just by spending a couple of minutes doing a meditation like that, you can discover something else in your being that if you didn't make the time to do that, just the little teeny bit of effort to do that, you might not experience that, right? You might just go about your day from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, one interaction, acting and reacting. So the whole point of this isn't that you need to sit down in a cave and go be this, have a full samadhi experience or anything like that. It's great if you do. But really, this kind of a thing builds that sort of thing into your system. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if so, please like and subscribe, and consider joining my upcoming class, The Alchemist's Code.